Okay, finally. Alright, sorry about that, guys. You guys missed it. I'm sorry, but you guys missed me getting interdicted into an asteroid belt. I'm sorry, that's why I kind of lagged on starting the live stream. But anyways, welcome to the live stream, guys. My name's Commander Fuzzyviz, and today we are on Elite Dangerous, helping out Basilisk here with collecting 500 units of just mining materials in general, and 50 not of painite, was it? I'm pretty sure. For Selene Jean?
I would hope not.
Basilisk?
I think it's like 10.
Is it? Oh, it's 10. I'm sorry. Overthrown that one.
Units.
My bad.
We'd be here all year.
I'm sorry. My bad. Overshot that one a little bit. 10 units of painite. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I'm at the wrong
Anyways.
planet, I think.
Wrong planet?
Yeah, it's a binary. So I think I flew to the wrong one.
Well,
whoops.
I think I'm at the right. It's the third. Let's see. The third planet, right? Yeah, third planet, pristine reserves, metallic for the. Okay, cool. All right. Did you want to hop into the Hazres site? Hi. Curiosity.
Whoa.
And then just kind of like fly away.
I typically just drop into the rings, like away from everything.
It's alright, because you have.
Is this the pristine metallic? Hang on, I might have been in the wrong place last time.
Alright, well, what I'm going to do is, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop here in a little bit. I'm not going to go to the Hazres site, I'll go a little further away from it. And what we'll do is we'll fly towards the...
No wonder why I couldn't find painite. I was at the other planet earlier. I was just looking for a blue ball, and that apparently there's two of them here. They're both blue. They're both blue gas giants. I just went straight for the first one I could find.
Alright, let me go ahead and land here. Alright.
I usually skim across the surface of the rings, like in the thickest parts, and
drop in.
Try to.
Let me get my wing beacon on real quick so that you can find me.
I found.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna fly for a bit of a distance before we drop in. What's up?
How are your lights? Christmas lights?
During Christmas. Yeah, during the Christmas. I think it was this last Christmas. They offered Christmas lights for decoration for your cockpit, and this goes on to any ship. Yeah.
So
I've got this on the Type 9 and the Beluga. Yeah.
Of course, it's a Beluga. Got on the Beluga.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did it offer every Christmas or only that one Christmas?
I'm not sure if they only did it for this last Christmas because they introduced lights in general, because you can get just white lights. I think right now.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So I'm assuming this next upcoming Christmas they're gonna offer it again. I want to bet they're gonna do it.
I'm being scanned already.
Simple and easy. Uh-oh. Run!
My 2 tons of painite have attracted attention.
Run!
Running away!
This is perfect because you're way faster than me, so it's
Damn rust bucket of a ship I have.
Bye, Basilisk. Bye, buddy.
I wanna live.
Anyways, welcome everybody to the live stream. Again, my name is Commander Fuzzyviz, and this is the PAP Chat. Welcome everybody. Today I've got Basilisk with me, as you guys have already heard. I've got Fluffy Dragon as well.
Hello.
And then Furry Guy.
Yes. I'm still
I
alive.
always want to say Fury Guy for some reason. He is still
That is
tailing
how
you,
it's
vassals.
spelled.
Huh, what?
Anyways, I'm just terrible with names. I'm sorry. I'm just horrible with it.
I'm just all over the place, man. I wasn't paying attention.
He is tailing you, and I cannot keep up to save my life. Anyways, along with us mining for Miss Mean Selene Jean, we're actually going to be talking about the upcoming changes that are going to be coming up in the Quarter 4 update for Elite Dangerous, the Mining 2.0, and all the stuff that they are going to be introducing into that update, along with the exploration tools and a couple other exciting features that they're going to offer to us. Is he still with you? Because he kind of disappeared on my radar. I don't know if that's because he's that far away or...
I can't tell. I'm not turning around.
I'm not turning around.
He is still there.
He is still...
It's a vulture and it's just under 3 kilometers away.
Try slightly dipping down towards the rings, and if you can, try and cross them. That might get them off your tail for a little bit.
Nah. They got real smart lately. They are really smart. I did
My
notice
fat
that I had
fat
an ASP
rumpus cannot
scout.
keep up with you.
I had an ASP scout chasing me earlier when I did my first drop, and after a while he just FSD'd out. I guess he got bored. I know for certain he didn't get bingo fuel. He was only there 2 minutes. Fuzzy, I'm just gonna lead him back to you, and you ran the piss out of him, okay?
I'll be at the roadblock.
You just ran the piss out of him. Going for the red engine trails. Alright, here we go, here we go.
Alright, this is not gonna end well.
No, it's not. Alright. Can you see him? Go straight for him. Go straight for him.
Boosting speed.
Did you miss?
I missed.
You
Dang it.
missed.
Get back here, you bastard!
At least he slowed down. Now he's like 5 kilometers out.
He's already too far away from me. Never mind.
Ooh,
Dang it!
He's getting close. This is literally what mining is about. Trying to ram a pirate. I could start dropping shock mines and piss him off, but I don't want to die.
Just means that he's gonna stick around, unfortunately. I mean, I have 3 beam lasers that I can try and defend with. It's probably not gonna
He's
end
got
well.
me good. He's got me good. He is
Coming
way
after you.
within range. I haven't gotten the whatchamacallit message yet. Yep, there it is. 1 ton of cargo.
I'm gonna try and attack him. Screw it. Oh wait,
Mine's
authorities
away.
oh, okay. Got system security with coming in to help, so it shouldn't be long. Just gotta hold them off
How
for a little
long?
bit. What it said, a minute? Minute 12, I think. Uh-oh, I'm getting lit up. Here, let me see if I can lead him to your mines. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Come on,
Fly straight at me. Fly straight at me.
Yep.
Oh god, he didn't get it. Okay, you're just gonna need to highway out of here.
I'm hoping that your
or not
mines
highway,
don't kill
low
me.
wake. Just jump. Just jump. They will hurt. They will hurt a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. he got hit. It threw him off course. Now, no, he's after me.
System security's inbound right now, I think. If it's them.
Yep, they're here.
Yep, here they come. Federal system security. Sweet. Wing at 2. And I'm looking at a Viper Mark 4. They're attacking now. Oh, you ran into some more of your mines. Oh, there's some more of those.
I got it. I got him doing stupid shit.
You guys.
I should probably lead them away from the mines, FYI. Oh, he just ran into me.
That's not good. Oh god. That was really close. Okay.
Alright, they're
At
going
least they're
after
on
him.
now.
We can take off.
Let's just run. Run away.
Now this is mining.
I rarely ever get a chance to actually use my mines. Oh. Okay, well he's off my radar.
Following you. Alright guys, just bear with us a little bit. Let me and Basilisk get into the clear, and then we'll go ahead and get started with this the bread and butter of this live stream. Shooting at some rocks. A lot of rocks. Alright, he's off my sensors. I'm just gonna, and there goes the system security. Cool. Down to 63% hull, but it's not too bad. It could be worse.
Oh shit.
Alright. Roll these good. Alright.
Phone, can you not? Like, just let me type. Jesus. Okay, that's...
Alright, Basilisk, so here's the deal. This is what's gonna end up happening here. For the most part, we're gonna mine separate rocks, but if you come across any asteroids that have painite in it, let me know. I will trash my active collector limpets, and I'll come over, prospect the same rock, and then mine it out for you so that you can collect double the double the painite.
Gotcha.
Alright, so just so for the viewers, just so you guys are aware, a nifty little trick when it comes down to the current gaming mechanics of mining. If you are looking to get a specific material, whether that be painite for Selene Jean or bromellite for who's that? Who's that? Bill Turner, right? Bill
Yes.
Turner?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, whether you're going for any of the specific materials in asteroids, you will yield or be able to collect more if you're with in a wing. And the method behind it is ultimately, if say Basilisk comes across a asteroid that has painite, he uses his prospector limpet and mines it. I can come up and shoot my own prospector limpet and mine it as well, and it'll produce twice as much than it would if he was by himself. So that's the method we're going to go for the most part. But to meet the one of the other access requirements for Selene Jean, mine 500 units of just mine 500 units of ore. I'm going to try and not collect any of his materials. We're going to try and hopefully I'll just steer clear of it. And like I said, for the time being, while we're mining, I'm going to try and go through the new focus feedback that Frontier has put out in the forums about the new mining changes that are going to be coming in Q4. Some major changes too, so I'm kind of curious to see to hear everybody else's opinions as far as these changes and what's to be coming. So let me go ahead and get this started, see what I come up with. And it's actually been a while since I've mined in a pristine metallic. Let's see, guide.
I believe from somewhere I
Resuming.
heard that while mining, if you you can't mine anymore from a same asteroid, you can apparently break the surface and mine deeper into the asteroid to get more.
That's in the coming update. That's not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're not there just
So
yet.
how
At the current
exactly
point in
would that
time, our current mining method is using prospector limpets to survey what the asteroid contains, and then using mining lasers and essentially shooting the surface to extract those materials. There's no other gameplay element behind that, but past that. So bear with me. I'm just trying to get myself a good rock I could sit and mine with, and then I'll get started with talking about. Oh, there we go.
Alright.
The upcoming changes. Alrighty, I'm gonna park myself right here. Send out a few limpets.
Can mining be very profitable if you know how to?
It can. Now, it depends on how efficient you're mining. So, for me, and the amount of free time that I actually have when I get home from work, to when I actually have to go to bed to get up for work, I generally only have a couple hours of gameplay when it comes down to Elite Dangerous. Originally, what I was trying to do to make money was local passenger transport and just stacking them. The problem is that I was having was I was just falling asleep and just getting super exhausted like halfway through my transport runs, and unfortunately not completing a single one of them. And when I get back home from work the next day, I'd only have like 15 minutes to complete the mission, so that wasn't working for me. Stacking resource and return missions, however, was extremely profitable in comparison. But I would say on a like leisurely mining, I would get about
fuzzy.
I would say like I would say high 3 million a sell. Keep in mind, I'm selling about 640 units of materials, but that's only if I fill a fraction of it. If I fill my container or my Type 9, I'm generally selling about 10 million. But it takes me a while to fill this ship up, so I couldn't tell you how much per hour I'm actually making, to be honest. So it's profitable, but it's something you can pick up and drop, pretty easily. Also, if you're like me and have 2 monitors to work with, I can mine and watch TV while I'm, doing so. So it's something I can. It's relaxing. It's just my opinion.
Makes sense.
I just turn on the radio. Not Galnet.
What, Galnet? Oh.
No. Definitely not Galnet. I listen to it like once a week.
Gotcha.
Just to get the updates.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with these update changes in the focus feedback. So let me start off. Mining 2.0. This update to mining will cover new ways for miners to interact with asteroids and gain resources from them. It's worth mentioning early that this will be a additive update. We will not be taking away any current gameplay for miners. The standard mining laser will maintain its functionality on all asteroids, as will the Prospector Limpets. Although this will also gain an additional functionality. New stuff. Three new types of resource deposits available to find in ring belts. Surface. Dense areas of material on the surface of particular asteroids need to be carefully broken off to recover. Subsurface, high-yield deposits that sit just below the surface of an asteroid, requiring blast charges to dig out. Deep core mining, an asteroid with a treasure trove of resources at its core, needing to be cracked open to reach. Let's see here. Each of these will provide increasingly better rewards. Materials as a return for the increase in challenge and time. Wait. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me repeat that real quick. Each of these will provide increasingly better rewards / materials as a return for increase in challenge and time. So I'm guessing I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from the live streams that Frontier did, deep core mining is going to be the most valuable, and I'm going to say rare, but not so rare, because it's going to be really noticeable when it comes down to what asteroids you can surface mine, subsurface mine, and deep core mine. From the illustrations that they showed us, deep core mining asteroids, those are supposed to be kind of big in comparison to standard asteroids. But we'll see when they roll it out. Okay, continuing. Each of these will distribute within asteroid fields a okay, hold on. Each of these will be distributed within asteroid fields at a rarity. Surface being most common, subsurface being less, and deep core being hardest to find. New modules will be available to mine these new deposit types, allowing us to introduce new gameplay based on each. Discovering and interacting with these deposits will be aided by using a new HUD mode called Analysis Mode and a new active scanner. Finally, the Prospector Limpet will be getting a small update with Analysis Mode to help locate and highlight areas of interest on asteroids. Finally, the Prospector Limpet will be getting a small update with Analysis Mode to help locate and highlight areas of interest on asteroids. Finally, the Prospector Limpet will be getting a small update with Analysis Mode to help locate and highlight areas of interest on asteroids. The idea is to flesh out the role of the miner, allowing room for um, uh, room to specialize, as well as give option for more casual mining participant. Also, I'm just going to throw out a little side note here. It also sounds like they're trying to encourage wing mining too. Only reason being is because with the 3 different types of mining that they're introducing, it seems like there might be need for different people to fill out a different role when it comes down to mining. So one person does surface, another person does subsurface, and another person does deep core. I'm kind of interested to see how they divvy up
You okay?
Sorry about that. Controller decided to die. It's like, nope. You can stop talking now. Alright, anyways, so yeah, I'm thinking that Frontier's really trying to encourage wing mining and filling out different types of roles when it comes down to mining itself. Alright, let's see here. Let me find myself a new asteroid and then we'll continue. So, based on what we've gone over so far, guys, any opinions so far?
Sounds like mining was going to make a slight comeback. I don't really see a whole lot of people going, like, you know, crazy over it, but...
Yeah, mining's an interesting path for them. I can see why they would want to make it a little more enticing for people, to kind of encourage people to actually go out and mine. However, as like what was it Fluffy said earlier when he hopped into the party, mining's just what was it, mindless?
Mind numbing, I think is what
mind numbing. That's what it was. Mindless. Anyways. And I get that. Not a lot of people like to go out and, you know, do the mining aspect of this game, despite the fact that it's kind of a requirement for the engineers, 2 of them to be exact. But, I mean, it's fair and valid points. Fluffy, do you have a current opinion so far on what we've gone over so far?
I think he left.
Oh, did he? My notification turned off, so I didn't even notice. Anyways, Fear Guy, thoughts? Move on.
Sounds better than what it is now.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to probably have less cargo because more modules are coming out.
Yeah, let's see, during their live stream focus feedback, I want to say that the developers were saying something about wanting to consider a limpet rack, so to speak. So you know how we have SRV and fighter bay racks, where we can, or bays, I'm sorry, where you can hold either multiple or different types of the SRV or the fighter. They're thinking of the same thing when it comes down to mining ships, because they were also thinking about wanting to make mining specific modules, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting into that in the update notes here in a little bit. So let me let my limpets do their thing and continue. Okay, so next topic on the list is hunting asteroids. To understand the new concept, we will run through the flow of finding asteroids with the new deposit types on. They will not be entirely visible when first entering an asteroid field, especially at range. And in most cases, they will require some amount of investigation to locate. Analysis mode. The first thing to talk about is analysis mode, a new HUD mode allowing players to locate these new deposits, as well as granting access to all new modules and functionality. Every ship will automatically gain this mode. No purchase or module is required to use it. Nah, no worries. Oh, no. Trying to steal my platinum, huh?
They'll probably die before they get there.
I don't know, man. They're trying. Oh, there they go. Never mind.
They all died.
My limpets aren't even out.
I was trying. I just saw a big asteroid and I went straight for it, and then I noticed you were floating right above it, and so.
Alright, let's see. Analysis mode. Continuing. Every ship will automatically gain this mode. No purchase or module is required to use it. Quickly switch between modes so players can quickly adapt to situations as they arise. Will allow space for new HUD elements and avoid cluttering up the current cockpit HUD. This mode is still somewhat in flux at the moment. It's a big change. So this is just a preview of the idea. Hopefully Frontier will be able to fill in more details at a later date. Let's see. Next, medium range active scanner. Once in analysis mode, the first thing mining module is the medium range active scanner, MRA scanner. This scanner will allow players to locate deposits within an asteroid field. Available in analysis mode. On trigger, it will fire out a scanning pulse from your ship, passing over any asteroids within range. Any asteroids in range that contain any of the 3 types of deposits will highlight as the pulse passes over it. The highlights glow size will be defined by the distance from ship. The further away, the larger, more diffuse the glow. Okay, so hard. Oh, let me repeat that. The highlighted glow size is defined by the distance from the ship. The further away, the more diffuse. Sorry, the further away, the larger, more diffuse the glow. The closer, the more focused and precise it will become. Okay, sorry. One thing to keep in mind when it comes down to patch notes that Frontier throw out there, sometimes it's really hard to go through and read what they've got because it's all broken up. But anyways, what I got from that was when you send out this signal to find whatever 3 types, whether it be surface, subsurface, or deep core mining, whatever the element may be, as it passes through, the asteroid will glow, and as you get closer, it'll be more defined as far as where the element is and what type it is. So I guess a very basic idea behind it is, if you think of an asteroid, if you're close to it, it'll define as like an inner glow or a outer glow, so to speak, when it passes through. Or it might highlight the whole entire asteroid if you're a little bit of a distance away. Which is pretty cool aspect that they've got going on. I'm really interested to see how it plans out. Now, they kind of already have this kind of scanner out with the, what is it? I think it's the data scanner. Whenever you interact with mega ships or installations to try and do any cargo running or piracy, so to speak, when you scan it, it does this like grid thing across the side of the hull. So I'm wondering if it's going to be that kind of a scan or if it's going to be like a wave, so to speak. We'll be pretty interested to see how that turns out.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a pulse wave, so as you pull the trigger and it sends a pulse out that just sends like an echolocation kind of thing.
Yeah. Ooh, it'll be nice to see if they pull out like a little what sound they go with. If it's going to be like a submarine sonar kind of sound effect, or if it's going to be like a futuristic pulse. I can't wait to actually see this in action. All right,
I vote for train horn.
Train horn. I mean, they've already got the. They've already got the.
Discovery scanner train horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. We got the chat going on. Mining sucks. Yeah. You wouldn't be the first person that's told me that. From the sounds of it, it sounds like it'll be like Discovery Scanner. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Alright, let's see. I've got Indenite, Palladium. I will take. Oh, I'm gonna get a little closer. And by the way, Kessa, welcome to the live stream, and hope you're having a a great Thursday, man. Let's see. Next on the list, we've got Prospector limpet changes. From a deposit, once a deposit has been located, getting more information and targeting data requires a Prospector limpet to be used. Firing one into an asteroid will do the following. Deposits and fissures, more on these later, will be targetable by your ship. Any deposits will be highlighted, and any associated targets, target elements / useful information will become available. Current Prospector functionality will still be available. This is only this is the only way to gain extra knowledge on particular deposits. More on this later. Oops. Oh my gosh. That's what I get for not paying attention. Ah! So lesson to learn, kids. Multitasking and mining at the same time is probably not the smartest move on my part. I almost took an asteroid to the face. Anywho's. Oh man, that Viper definitely took it out of my ship. One of my mining lasers is malfunctioning. That's awesome. Anywho's. Extraction process. Deposit type, surface. Surface deposits are dense outcrops of material that are particularly visible on the asteroid's surface. These require a new tool in order to crack and collect. The abrasion blaster. A hardpoint module usable in analysis mode. When active in a fire group, holding the trigger will charge up the blaster. Releasing the trigger will fire a shot. The shot strength will depend on how long the trigger is held. Each shot will reduce the health of the deposit by an amount. If the deposit gets below approximately 10% health, it'll break off. If a shot would push a deposit below 0% health, it'll be destroyed, and the material will be lost. Oh man, that's gonna be
that'll take some restraint.
Yeah, that's gonna be annoying at first trying to fine tune that. Tell me how that goes with the HOTUS. Just throwing that out there.
Shh. Let's not worry about that right now.
I'm really curious. Alright, so, for example, if a deposit has 11% health remaining, firing a high charge shot into it would have a good chance of destroying it by overkilling it. To make
Pretty
this more
much.
interesting, each deposit will have a density value, which affects the damage received per shot. Interesting. A Prospector Olympic can use. Let's see. Hold on. A Prospector Olympic can be used to give a general idea of the deposit's density. Otherwise, it will be hidden from players. I wonder if you actually have to shoot the Prospector Olympic at the deposit, which, man, that's going to be interesting with having to time your shots, and that it's going to be very interesting and a very rough start for me, I should add. Let's see here. A shot strength will be multiplied by the density value, meaning denser deposits will take more power to dislodge, and weaker deposits will break off more easily. Care should be taken, as certain deposits can easily be destroyed in one shot if the strength is too high. Assuming destruction is avoided, the material will be dislodged and create a single collectible chunk. Each chunk will consist of only one material. Ooh. They will be a high percentage of that material. It will require a refinery in order to produce a cargo canister of that resource. Okay, so okay. So I hope I got this right, and I hope this doesn't mean the okay. So I'm hoping this means that when you break off and dislodge the chunk of the material, it's only one piece, and that is collectible, and you have to just refine that to get the overall value. Because I'm hoping that it doesn't equivalent to you collect one, you refine one. I hope, or less. Let's see.
Crap.
Each chunk will consist of only one material. They will have a high percentage of that material. It will require a refinery in order to produce a cargo canister of that resource.
It'll basically be
Okay.
like a small chunk of asteroid that, you know, only has one material in it.
Okay. Alright, so it's gonna be interesting. So maybe that's why it's gonna be more common. If it's gonna be one portion of that material, maybe like the subsurface and the deep core will be of higher value and produce or yield more, so to speak. Anyways, let me quickly find myself another rock here. Throwing myself into one. Still have yet to come across any painite. Although I think in total I've only palladium, galenite, samarium.
What does Alita do this to me? I got the 50 units, but I did not know there's a permit lock on the system. Oh!
Oh, that's bad.
Oh.
There's a lot of palladium in this
Excuse
thing,
me.
huh?
Resources unallocated. To Let's see here. What am I picking up here? Osium, palladium. Low temperature diamonds. Okay, cool. I just need to dump some limpets.
You found low temperature diamonds?
Yeah, apparently.
What the hell? Ooh, that's a
Sorry,
big one.
if I was paying attention, I would have said something. Gotta multitasking here. Alright, let me get back into this real quick, get my phone back on. So, the next topic here is deposit type subsurface. So, subsurface deposits are materials hidden below the surface of an asteroid, too deep for the abrasion blaster to reach. In this case, a subsurface displacement missile is required. A hardpoint module usable in analysis mode with new HUD elements. Firing the missile acts similarly to a flak launcher. The button is held until a desired distance is reached, then released to detonate a warhead. Detonate the warhead. It will fly the same as a standard flak round until it hits the surface of an asteroid. Once it hits, it will do the following. Begin to drill into the asteroid surface, drill for a set maximum time to slash to a set maximum depth, and then detonate. If player releases trigger whilst it's drilling, the depth will determine what happens next. Hitting the surface of an asteroid directly over a subsurface deposit, a new HUD display will appear to help guide the player. As long as the trigger is held, there are 3 possible outcomes in this situation. Miss. The detonation hit nothing of use. Proximity hit. The detonation was close enough to deposit a particular dislodge it. Oh, like I said, these are written all weird. Okay, so proximity hit. The detonation, it was too close to deposit a particular dislodge. A second proximity hit or direct hit will dislodge it. So you got close. Try again. That's ultimately what that says. Direct hit, it detonated. The detonation was spot on, and the deposit will be instantly dislodged. I'm assuming it's going to kick out the drill spot that you drilled into, or you shot that warhead or the missile through.
So we'll actually be using a legitimate drill now.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Neat.
Now, I unfortunately didn't think ahead of schedule and didn't grab this, but it looks like there's going to be a proximity gauge that you'll be able to follow. So it's what they've got is a gauge that goes left to right, and it's divided into 3 colors: blue being missed, majority of either side, and then proximity, that's going to be represented by yellow, and direct hit, which is represented by red. And it's ultimately kind of somewhat close to like a like if you looked at a dartboard sideways, that's ultimately what you would be seeing. That's the kind of scale it's got. A little offset, but okay. As the missile is drilling down, a bar will move from left to right. If it reaches too far, or if it reaches the far right, it will detonate automatically. Maximum depth reached. Timing is required to get the resource out in one go. In order to avoid the secondary effect to detonating displacement missiles. let's see, all subsurface deposits on an asteroid will have an integrity health value. We will be investigating the best way to display this information. The lower the value, the lower the amount of the material that will be retrieved when it's blown out. Detonations inside an asteroid will lower the health of the subsurface deposit in it by an amount. If they hit 0 health, they will be destroyed and become unrecoverable. The first chunk blown out will always provide the largest return for players. So, if you're able to detonate on the first try, you'll get the maximum amount of value out of that asteroid or whatever deposit you're going for. I'm interested to see how they represent each material, or if they're going to roll out new materials, which is going to be interesting, an interesting element, because then if that's going to be an aspect, why are we going to be getting new material or new materials to mine for? Let's see here. Okay, so the ending list: successfully dislodging a deposit will shoot out a small. Okay, hold on. Successfully dislodging a deposit will shoot out a small number of chunks to be collected. This can be collectible as per surface chunks, but in this case, the health value will be determined. Will determine the percentage of particular materials in the chunk. The higher the health, the better the quality of the material that can be collected. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I said at the end. Anyways, next, deposit type deep core. The final deposit type is deep core deposit. I have no idea what was exploding around me, what was happening. Why is my... hold on a second. Vanadium refined. And it is really hard to multitask and mine at the same time. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. What's up, Spark Saber? How's it going, my friend? We are currently mining for Selene Jean for Basilisk, and also talking about.
Hey, actually, I got my 500 now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I'm also out of
Nice.
limpets.
Well, if you need to take a trip back, go for it. Just keep in mind. Let me know when you drop back in, because most of the time when you drop back into instance, it'll bring a friend along with. Which actually, if that's gonna happen, I might want to return and repair. I don't have a repair module on here, do I? I don't. So yeah, I might want to join you.
It won't be so
Okay.
bad.
Just lead him away from me this time.
Yeah, last time didn't work out so well.
Alright, well, I think I'm just going to play the risk card, which I know I shouldn't. I'm just going to go ahead and chill and hope for the best.
You gotta keep going.
Actually, you know what? I need to get over here real quick. Let me...
Alright.
I can kick out some lipids for you. I'm sure I can spare them. I have about 600 right now.
I don't
Save
have
the
any
trip.
cargo space though, so it won't matter. I filled up my
okay.
cargo space with the yeah.
Through my telescope. Nice! Ah, dude, I gotta actually invest in a telescope. Although, where I currently live right now, I don't. Unfortunately, there's too much light pollution. I'd have to go somewhere in order to view the stars. Unfortunately. So are you gonna go? You said you were gonna go to station sell off. I guess then I don't have to drop limpets for you then.
Yeah.
Okie dokers. Well, they'll continue then. So let me go ahead and start mining another asteroid here, and then I will watch. This is the asteroid that has painite, and it doesn't. That would have been funny.
I wonder if I shoot it too, with you having your limpet on there. Oh, see, I can read the composition of the asteroid from your limpet.
Mm-hmm.
Could probably double your what you're getting out of it if I just sit here and. Well,
Oh, I'm
if I
not
actually
worried.
put
I'm not
power
worried
to
about it.
weapons.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I mean,
Well, it's working.
honestly, it'd take me forever to just. Is it decreasing the value? You're targeting my prospector limpet, right? Or you have your own out?
Yeah. No, I'm targeting yours.
Oops.
It's separate for both of us, so me and you firing at the same asteroid after you put a limpet on it, but basically just doubled the payout.
Crap! I need to jettison more limpets. I always hate it when I do this. Oh well. There's a lot of materials out. Holy moly.
I
moly.
just wanted to see if it was possible to double the output on
Yep.
a single,
So I was saying, and to anyone out there viewing the live stream, just a little side tip for mining: if you mine in a wing, you can potentially double the resources that you're pulling out. So in this case, I've told Basilisk if he comes across an asteroid that has painite, to call it out. So what we'll end up doing is Basilisk will throw a prospector limpet and start mining out the asteroid. Ultimately, what would happen is if he were to deplete that asteroid and I were to send out another prospector limpet, I could potentially, my prospector limpet wouldn't read depleted. It'll actually read the original amount that was on there.
You don't even have to do that.
Sometimes a little less, but it'll still have the same materials. What's that?
You don't even have to do that. I locked onto your limpet and it gave me a different readout than you did. Because I saw you mining it, but the number wasn't changing. So there only needs to be one prospecting limpet on the asteroid. And it's pretty much different for everybody. That's what I was trying to figure out. That's why I was able to double the output without putting in a limpet on there. Because yours was already there.
Okay, what is going on? I cannot be full on a cargo. Why is my refinery not working?
He got junk.
I
think though, now that I have my 500 resources, I'll just fill up the rest of my cargo hold with prospector limpets.
I know why. I got it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot.
Limpets for prospecting. I'll just go paint.
I got the low temperature diamonds from when I was mining in an ice ring. I'm an idiot. That's why my refinery wasn't working was because I had materials from somewhere else in it. There we go. Now we got the ball rolling.
Yeah, I literally cleaned out everything in my refinery before we came here, except for the painite.
Yeah, bad habits. Alright guys, I think it's time for us to continue with these patch notes. We're actually not too... we got pretty far so far. Anyways, we are on the last type of deposit type, and that is deep core. The final deposit type is deep core deposit. This is the rarest and largest form of deposit, and is actually more of a cluster of deposits rather than a single instance. It requires players to crack open an asteroid to reach. In doing so, seismic charge warheads are required to break it without destroying the deposit inside.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Warhead.
right. This asteroid type will look like a normal asteroid, so I was wrong. Apologize earlier. It will have fissures on the surface that must be used to crack it open. Using prospector limpets will make these fissures targetable. Seismic charges need to be fired into the fissures and detonated in order to break it open, and reach the deposits inside. A hardpoint module usable in analysis mode. Holding the trigger will set the level of the charge, low, medium, or high. Releasing the trigger will fire the warhead as a dumbfire projectile. When they strike an asteroid, they will embed themselves into the rock. Once the charge hits the asteroid, it will activate and a timer to detonate will begin. There are failsafe systems on the charges. Hitting something triggers the timer or enforces detonation. So highly dangerous mining charges cannot remain active within an asteroid field. Okay, I don't know if I understood that correctly. There are failsafe systems on the charges. Hitting something triggers the timer and enforces detonation. So highly dangerous mining charges cannot remain active within an asteroid within asteroid fields.
I think it means that it doesn't the warhead itself doesn't activate until it hits something. So if it just flies off in the deep space, it won't activate.
Gotcha.
I don't really know though.
Gotcha.
That's just what I'm getting out of it. That probably also means that you can't use it as a weapon either against ships. Not that you'd want to anyway. I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
Sounds like it'd be pretty expensive.
No kidding.
I'm willing to test it though.
Okay, so let's see here. Cockpit warnings will be given to players whenever an active seismic charge is within danger close range of their ship. Basilisk, I'm willing to test this out with you too, buddy.
Suddenly, that changes things. I am suddenly very, very intrigued. I'm calling the Sidewinder. We're gonna make a new type of suicide winder.
Seismic Sidewinder is the new name of the Sidewinder.
It's just gonna be like, hey guys, wanna see a magic trick? Come on! No more asteroid, no more ship.
I think this might be a little bit more entertaining than your what is it, Shock Mine Sidewinder?
The Shock Mine Sidewinder, the one that gets launched into orbit. And that one's fun.
I found gold! Yay! Ooh, shining. Where's a basilisk?
I have so much gold on board. Where's who? What?
Where's Basilisk to do those Junkrat voiceovers?
Which Basilisk are you talking about?
Or Basilisk Genesis, my bad.
I'm about to say.
Basilisk, you now do impersonations.
I do terrible impersonations. I can do
Silly
a pretty
me.
solid American one, but that's about it.
Props, man. That's better than me some days. You know, I think this might be a bad spot for me to start mining from. Hold on a second, guys. Let me reposition here, and then we'll get going on the patch notes again, or not patch notes, but the focus feedback again.
That's such a great selection.
Oh gosh.
I'm at a station, and it gives me an option for a 1 size cargo rack, and it instantly jumps to a 7. That's it.
You've got options, man.
Either 850 credits or 1,000,000.
There's no in between.
Nope.
Yeah. Don't you hate it when you come across like, oh god, this asteroid's like flying all funky, and I can't pick a good spot to start shooting at. Could you hold still, asteroid? Maybe, please. And possibly not run me over. Ah! Okay, so if it's rotating like that, then I should be able to go down here.
Check my
fair
shipyard real quick
distance.
just to see if they got a Type 9%. Oh shit, not what I meant to do.
Okay, limpets.
Not.
Oh my gosh, this asteroid is rotating really fast. I'm pretty sure if my limpet hits this, like runs into this thing, it's gonna go flying. All right, let's continue. Let's see here. Yep, there goes one.
Well, dang.
Just gonna mine this thing and then do it. Okay, anyways. Where were we? Okay, so hitting a fissure will cause the charge to embed into the rock. Missing will cause the charge to bounce off. Wait, bounce off? Does this mean you can hit yourself with your own charge? Frontier, please let me know this. I this is pretty funny.
That would make for a hell of a video entry. Alright guys, let's start with some mining. Boing.
Quick way.
Alright guys, let's go back to bounty hunting.
Instant bankruptcy. Alright. Targeting the charge will display the time to detonation. Any other warheads that are fired into other fissures on the same asteroid will be synced up. The detonation at the end of the initial timer. So probably the first one to go in will be the initial timer, and everything else following suit will... Ooh, I'm gonna get sideswiped already. I am not. Oh my gosh. Talk about close for comfort. Anyways, let's see here.
Okay, this is probably a bad idea, but I'm trying to check out the Type 7.
Ow! And it finally hit me. Ow! 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 Uh-oh. Okay.
Buzzy.
I just got sandwiched by 2 asteroids.
Get back to the station, dude. You're so low on health.
Yeah, I'm coming. That was very unnecessary.
Holy crap. I just watched your health just drop.
Alright.
Dude.
This is asteroid, and this is mining. True mining, guys. Like a pro. And for a second there, I was like bouncing between the two. It was... I'm sure the viewers had got a good laugh out of that. Let's Okay, so give me a second, guys. Let me head back to station. While I'm heading back to station, we'll go ahead and continue with the patch notes, or not patch notes. I'm sorry. God, I keep messing up with this. The focus feedback that Frontier has posted for the upcoming changes to mining in the Q4 update. It just bear with me. I suck at multitasking. It's just not a thing in my repertoire. All right, back to station. Back to Woolering.
Okay, I definitely don't need to get a Type 7 here.
Okay. Are you getting it for just cargo space? Are you getting it for like cargo space in a mining ship?
Yeah, I figured just go ahead and put something together so I can get that Painite a little easier. I was kind of wanting to go hunting for the Painite itself, but I'm gonna just stick with the Python for now. Plus, they don't sell size 1 mining lasers here, and I only have 2 size 2s.
Well, later, if you want, I can give you a hand with building a mining ship. I mean, generally pretty standard.
I mean, it's pretty simple to build. And really, it's not really going to be a mining ship yet. It's going to be more of a just a Painite hunter. General idea is going to be along the lines of, yeah, no shit. Generally, just going to stay along the lines of prospector limpets and a few collectors, or a small collector thingy or something.
Alright, so I am on my way back to station now. I should be there momentarily. Let's see here, let's continue. So, to be determined. Will be a way, I think they meant to say, there will be a way to disarm / render charges inert using the data link. Okay, cool. Once the timer reaches 0, all charges will detonate, and depending on the charge level set and the quality of the fissure, each warhead will do a set amount of structural damage to the asteroid. All warheads will be added together to create a total, which will determine whether the asteroid will break open. Fissure quality. Fissure quality can be varied and will only appear once the prospector limpet is used on an asteroid. Thanks for interrupting me. Oh boy. And of course I passed right by the station. Thanks, you jerk! Ah!
Yoink.
Oh, dude, and lovely. It's doing this, like, I'm gonna shake your ship deal. Just amazing. Leave me alone! Can't you see I'm doing a live stream? You're being rude!
I can't even escape an interdiction in a Type 9. I'm terrible at it.
This one was a lucky one. Sometimes, let me tell you, it'll go all over the place, and it's just like, how in the hell do you think I'm gonna do this? No, I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't lived until you've been interdicted to the core of a sun.
That's happened to me. As you saw earlier, and unfortunately the live stream didn't get to witness this because this was right before we started the live stream, I got interdicted straight into the asteroid belt. And I've been
right planet, wrong rings.
Exactly. I've also been interdicted straight into a side of a landable planet, which was not fun because I did end up planet side very, very quickly, sliding along the side of the planet's surface, which was hilarious. I'm pretty sure I've got that as a recording. I need to dish out as a Elite Dangerous.
Not gonna lie, that's how I found Trophy Camp.
Really?
A player interdicted me as I was coming into the orbit, and it basically threw me through the planet first, so I got to see the inside of it, that grid format that it puts up, and I just kind of stayed there for a little bit, and then it teleported me to the surface of the planet. So now I'm like on the side of my ship, grinding the ground at like 300 something meters a second. Came to a stop and found out that Trophy Camp was like 22 point something kilometers away from me. So that's how I found Trophy Camp. Saw the blaster McQuen's just over there like, dude, what the hell? You want a beer?
Dude. He was looking at his assistant. He was like, "Hey man, come over here, come over here." It's like, "What are you staring at out the window?" Look at this guy. He's just got introduced to gravity and how it sucks.
This guy over here is having a bad day, but this is fun to watch, so we're just not gonna say anything.
I bet you anything that if there were NPCs, on like the stations, the orbitals, and the Coriolisuses, I bet you anything that's the same thing that they do when someone accidentally hits boost instead of, hitting their landing gear.
I'm pretty sure they like dive for the deck in the tower.
Fair enough. I don't know, man. Some places like LHS 447, I'm sure they're used to it. At some point in time, I'm sure they put up a safety net that we don't see.
I'm not gonna lie. Last week I actually went by LHS 3447 and flew all the way out to Thoroughbred Dock just so I could watch people land. So
take
funny.
off for that matter.
Oh no, takeoff's easy. It's the ones that are trying to figure out how to land. I watched so many people boost into the tower. I watched a guy slam into the side of the station. Like, why? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Yes, live stream. You just witnessed that. You just witnessed that. Oh my god! I
saw one guy who apparently had permission to land on a pad, and another guy who apparently did not have permission to land on the same pad, and came and ran the guy who had permission out of the way, and the station got pissed. Like, I watched two Sidewinders fight each other over a landing pad, and then one of them got shot by the station.
Oh, it's...
Like, so players, man.
Frontier, you really should put a little bit of a leniency system when it comes down to the stations, just towards the fact they're new players. Come on, they don't know. Granted, I mean, if you're going to be blown up by the station in any kind of ship, a Sidewinder's the best one to be in, because it's not like you're like going to a fighter or something like that. Game over. You get to start over again. Alright.
I watched one guy leave a space dock one time and blow himself up with the mine launchers. Then he went back to the space dock for repairs. He left this really long trail of mines. He just flew through them. I've been there too. I tested the mines out to see what they would do, but I actually died. This guy just kind of damaged his ship a lot and flew back to the station. I was like, yep, not doing that.
I want to see how... outfitting is not what I wanted. I want to see how bad it would be if, you put a whole bunch of mine charges in the middle of a mail slot. Just to see what happens. Shock mines, to be pretty specific. That would be hilarious.
It's actually, it's considered firing a weapon. Trust me.
I know. I would.
I've been
Admitting
there.
guilt, are we?
Been there, done that. Wasn't too much fun.
Oh.
Got a mug
So
for
they-
it though.
Do they instantly start shooting at you, or do they?
If you drop
do they-
mines in the door, they'll start shooting at you. The station goes haywire.
Dang it! I really want to see
Like
what
the
happens
mines
if
do
we can
sit
get.
there.
I want to
The
see.
best
what
way to
happens.
do it is shock mines don't work very well. They only work for smaller ships because they actually push them around. The regular mines though are the ones you want to use. Like you can cause some chaos in the middle of the mail slot with some regular
That's-
mines.
Awesome. I need to see this in my life at least once. Then it'll be complete. Okay, so I'm 100%. Let's restock on a little bit of 600. We'll just top it off at an even 600.
You're
All right,
right.
I'm going to. All right, if you have yourself a good night there, sir.
Okay.
Goodbye.
You're right.
Alright, I am heading back. Attempting to get out this mail slot without running into
shit.
something.
Shit. Coleman is scanning me.
Run!
Forgot. I forgot to make a run for it as soon as I got in.
Well, didn't you? Oh, you sold everything except for your painite. Oh.
Yeah, I did.
You know, to make this task a tad bit easier, you know what we could do? Well, no, it's fine. Because I was gonna say I could try and get the 10 units of painite, so you don't have to hold on to them.
Well, see, I'm just... Crap, fucking HOTUS is like
I think
really
it's kind of a
short.
little too late, though. Little on the too late side, but that's okay. Although, if you start getting attacked, a little bright side to it, system security should show up, and by the time I get there, they'll be able to help out with the second guy that shows up. Hopefully. No promises, but hopefully. Alright, really quick. Alright, so while I make my approach back to the mining location, I want to really quickly just thank everyone that's been watching the live stream so far. I appreciate you guys all sticking it with me as far as this channel goes. All the subscribers out there, I completely appreciate your guys' support in the channel and you know, the elite dangerous gameplay and the other games that we've been playing. I really enjoy you guys being there with us. If you guys are liking it, please let me know. I always like chatting with you guys in my comment sections, and feel free to message me as well. I'm always down to chat with you guys. If you guys have any suggestions for games that you would like to see us play, feel free to throw them out. Although keep in mind that we do like to stick with the space-ish genre side of life, and a little bit on the multiplayer side, so that we can incorporate some of the guys from the Pilots Ascension Program in with it. So yeah, you know, welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. It's been a lot of really good information as far as the upcoming changes to I'm in Super Cruise, right? I am in Super Cruise, okay. Sometimes I can't tell. Yeah. Anyways,
How can you not tell?
sometimes I have a struggle, man. It like I'm staring at it, I'm like, am I actually in Super Cruise or not? I don't know. It's only up until the point I actually hear the sound of Super Cruise is when oh, okay. Anyhoozles, let's see here. Go to a station or Sidewinder and block a large player ship as they try to land, then launch mines. The other player gets shot up while the station is trying to get you. That's just mean. Funny, and I really love to see this. Like, give me the bounty, like the fine now. I really love to see this. Get like an Anaconda or a Beluga liner, or even like a Type 9 myself, landing, and then a Sidewinder flies in right as I'm about to land on the landing pad and shoots shock mines. Tis would be funny. Okay, let me see. Where you at? Basilisk, do you have your wing beacon on by chance?
Probably not.
Yeah, as I don't see your icon, unfortunately. So I'm gonna slow it down a little bit.
There we go. A lot of gold out here.
I know how this works.
Oh crap, he's right there. That guy's still following me.
Hey, Bass? Did you go to the... Wait, I don't... Did you go to the right planet? Oh, wait,
Yeah.
there's your marker. Oh, okay, never mind. You're in... Are you part of the outer ring or the inner ring?
Entering. Listen here, you little fuck.
Is he still chasing you? Ooh, no. I do not want to do this.
I boosted it right at him, and then he like moved out of the way at last second, so I missed. Wait,
Has he already scanned you?
He's bailing. No, he hasn't. He just aimed upward and flew away. I think he's bailing finally.
Okay, I better hurry up, because if I can catch it while he's still in instance, maybe we won't deal with another one? That's a maybe. That's a very big maybe.
Shit, what is up with my fucking chair? Why won't this go that way? Why is this pillow here? What the hell is going on?
Sounds like a struggle.
I am so confused. Like, dude, some of this shit, it doesn't make any sense.
How do you... Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna have to look that up as soon as I'm done with this live stream. I really want to see this.
What happened?
Spark on the on the chat on YouTube. So when we were talking about using mines in the mail slot, he's put in go to a station in a Sidewinder and block a large player player ship as they try to land. Then launch mines. The other player gets shot up while the station tries getting you. He said, "LOL, honestly, not my idea. I saw it in a video while searching for how to use mines in Elite Dangerous." Like, that's great. So I don't know about you, but I think we got a little lucky and no one came into the instance with me. Oh. Hopefully not.
Targets, I think? I can't tell.
Yeah, they're flickering, so they're like right on the edge of my sensors.
Damn, I'm not having any luck finding these things.
Oh, and I'm forgetting golden rule number 1. Fly towards the planet.
Hmm?
I always like to, when I'm
yep,
mining in an
they're
asteroid.
ships. They're ships. They're coming right at me, too.
Run!
Boost away!
See. Sure I don't.
Nothing.
They should be going away here shortly.
Pretty dense asteroid field.
Oh, they're coming within range of me. Sea Alliance Chieftain. Superior Courier.
Oh shit.
That's not good.
Well, the chieftain's enough.
Is it Chieftain, right? Yeah, Chieftain. Uh-oh. Huh. Looks like they're following you, buddy.
Yes, they are. I'm getting
Thank
out
you.
of here.
I am not fast enough to outrun those guys. Just saying.
2 couriers and a chief. I'm about to piss them off, though. I have shock mines in the bay. This is not gonna be pretty, though.
Oh,
Dude, I'm
let
so scared.
me... I'm pretty sure that's my bot that's preventing you from posting a link. Give me a second. I'm not entirely sure if I can fix that right now. Since we're live. Actually, no, that's not something that's restricted. Additional settings, delete link posted in chat. Links posted in chat, no. Let's see, search YouTube, killing players in Quints with mine launchers. I will, sir. Right after this live stream, I am definitely looking that up because that sounds entertaining as can be. All right, you still being chased? Oh wow, you're actually getting hurt.
I am way the hell out there. They disappeared off my radar though, so I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I don't see them either.
I laid so many mines that they actually started dodging the mines.
Well, if you hit them,
They were actively trying.
If you hit them once you hit them, it should call in system security right off the get-go.
It did. System
However,
security's here, but I didn't see them. Like,
Ah.
they made the call out though. Federal, blah blah blah, security, blah blah blah. You know.
Gotcha. Yes, they did it with a...
It's funny though, because I turned the nose around. I went like as he was trying to scan me, I just went straight at him and dropped like 2 sets of mines, and I hit him right in the face, and I knocked the chieftain's shields down to 0. Put his hull at 98 too, and I just started laying a line of mines behind me as I flew away. They were trying to avoid the mines, and it took them forever to get there.
I don't know if I've ever mined this material before. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright guys, now that we're back to mining, hopefully, watch, I'm gonna start reading, and then all of a sudden those guys are gonna show up and start blasting me away. Watch it happen. Like, hey, you, remember us? Anywho, let me kick my phone back into gear, and then we'll continue on with talking about the focus feedback for the new mining updates that are going to be coming up in the Q4 at the end of this year. Date's still to be determined, so I don't know that information just yet. But somewhere around the end of the year, we should be seeing this update, and hopefully, I'm excited about it. Personally, I'm really excited to see the new changes, see the new aspects to mining, exploring, and anything else they end up bringing to our to the table. So let's see here. We left off with to be determined. There will be a way to disarm / render charges inert using the data link. Once the timer reaches 0, all charges will detonate, and depending on the charge level set and quality of fissure, each warhead will do a set amount of structural damage to the asteroid. All warheads will be added together to create a total, which will determine whether the asteroid will break or break open. Fissure quality will be varied and will only appear once a prospector limpet is used on an asteroid. Fissure quality will act as a multiplier to the charge strength of the seismic charge fired onto it or into it. Quality will act as a multiplier. Okay. So strength, I'm guessing, is what will determine that. Warning: the detonation of these charges creates sizable destruction radius around the asteroid, which will cause heavy damage to any ships caught in the blast. There will be supporting HUD elements that will warn the player of the risks and the calculated safety distance. So it will ultimately display when you're too close to the asteroid and where is a safe place to actually attempt to detonate the charge. And I'm wondering if it's going to be a timed element where you like shoot it into the fissure and then you like try to back away a little bit before it blows up. Kind of an element is what I'm imagining, and would be interesting and tedious, maybe. Not entirely sure. We'll have to see when it comes around. To help players judge how many warheads they require to break open an asteroid, a predictive waveform HUD will appear to assist the seismic charge's effect on the asteroid structure. When the first seismic charge in an asteroid activates, this waveform display will appear. Each active warhead will push the wave up based on the destructive value, seismic charge X fissure quality. The wave will take a small amount of time to settle each time the new charge is set. The target is to get the wave within the top proximity, 10%, of the graph. Below this amount will destroy. Below this amount, and the asteroid will not crack. Above this, and the contents will be destroyed. The target is to get the wave within the top proximity of 10% of the graph. Below this amount, and the asteroid will not crack. And above this, the content will be okay. That's interesting. You would think that if you did too much damage, it would break open anyways, and there would just not be any materials inside. Spork, I think that the new changes to mining is going to make things interesting, maybe a little more entertaining and fun. Not entirely sure if it's going to make it more fun or enjoyable. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm hoping so. I'm definitely looking forward to the changes. We'll have to see. We're kind of, let's see here, we're at an hour and 46 minutes. So let me go ahead and finish reading off through the rest of this so that we can tie off this live stream. It's kind of getting a little on the late side here. But finally, each of these deep core asteroids will have an integrity value chosen from a range of values from particular types of asteroids, icy, rock, and metallic. This will be invisible to players, but will create a variety amongst the different types of asteroids in game. Not managing to crack open the asteroid will have a negative effect on the integrity and ruin the fissures used. Details are still to be determined on this, so no more on this just yet. Once cracked open, inside will be a plethora of collectible chunks and surface deposits that can be gathered up, and will give by far the most materials out of all three new types of deposit types. To keep things sane, we want you to post specific issues that you think. Okay, so that's actually the end of it, but I'm going to go ahead and post a link to the focused feedback forum. Everything that I read off so far in this focused feedback towards the new changes in the quarter 4 update, so that if you guys have any opinions that you want to throw at Frontier, you can go ahead and do so. And actually, in this discussion, if Spork or anyone else viewing the live stream, if you guys have any opinions that you want to throw towards mining, constructive be it, I'll be glad to actually hop onto the forums on your behalf, if you permit, and actually post it towards the focus feedback. But yeah, like I said, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description below here before I end the live stream, so that you guys can throw your opinions down if you want, or reread through what I've read through so far if you don't understand some parts or bits that I have read off so far. So, just a quick overview. 3 new types of ways of mining: surface, subsurface, and core. We'll also be getting 3 new types of hard points or equipment to use towards mining. What was it? Sorry, kind of scrolling here. So, abrasion blaster, subsurface displacement missiles, seismic charge warheads. And then I think they said we're going to be getting a new analysis scanner and a new HUD display to support this analysis scanner. And this analysis scanner is going to, if I remember correctly, it's going to be in the wave of a what is it called? Wave scanner. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick so that I can prospector limpets, new scanner. So analysis mode, the first thing, let's see here. So it's going to be in the form of a wave scanner, so to speak. The highlighted glow size will be defined by the distance from ship. The further away, the larger, more diffuse the glow. The closer, the more focused and precise it will become. So ultimately, what you see for when you're scanning an installation, when you're going all piracy and trying to grab cargo from a installation or mega ship, you have to do the data scanner. That wave you see initially is what I'm imagining that's going to look like, except with, you know, glowing elements for the asteroids. Prospector limpets are going to change so that they can identify deposits, fissures, but they'll also retain their current functionality. That will tell us the current value and yield of whatever materials that are in the asteroid, and on top of which mining lasers are going to retain their current functionality. So these updates, the best way to think about this is it's not going to be a revamping on mining entirely, but more on an add-on, so to speak. So I can also see where they're going to pull the, and again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% confirmed on if it's going to be a paid DLC, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be. That's one way they might determine that payable DLC. So you know how with Horizons, if you don't have Horizons, you can't go onto planet surfaces, nor can you visit the engineers. Whereas for the Q4 DLC, if they make it a payable DLC and not free, if you approach a asteroid, it's just going to be the standard mining. If you pay for the DLC, you'll get the three new elements of mining: deep surface, deep core, and subsurface. All the modules and everything included. So that's another thing to keep in mind when it comes down to this focus feedback. So I'm gonna leave that to a later discussion, only towards the fact that Obsidian Ant and their focus feedback, they've kind of already touched on this subject. I kind of hope that they do make it, my personal opinion, and I'm going to leave it at this, my personal opinion, I kind of hope that they do make it a payable DLC for two reasons. One, it'll give them funds to further develop the game, and hopefully be able to make it so that they can focus a little bit on not only fixes for the game, but for further developments towards the game and for better quality, so to speak. Also, it's a subject that was brought up prior to this live stream. Kickstarter backers or beta backers will actually have some there'll be something to them backing Elite Dangerous as a whole. So ultimately, it'll be better for the game as a whole, and beta backers, and actually paying for the beta and paying for all the content that the $175 whatever cost it was, there's actually value to it, other than just Horizons. So anyways, before we end this live stream, Basilisk, do you want to throw out any opinions that you have as far as mining goes? Anything that you've heard so far? What's your opinion? I'd like to. Basilisk, hopefully I didn't lose you. I think I did. I think I lost him. It might be a little late for him. Well, guys, what do you guys think? I definitely want them to make the Warheads player detonated. Okay, so let me dip back into the notes real quick. So the seismic warheads, there is a risk value involved, and I'm just going to read off deep core, seismic charges. Okay, so Spork, I don't know if you were here for this one, but recap. There are fail-safe systems on these charges. Hitting something triggers the timer and enforces detonation. So highly dangerous mining charges cannot remain active within asteroid fields. So ultimately, they have to hit something in order for them to start the timer and to detonate. Also, a little hint that they could be used for players. Cockpit warnings will give players. Cockpit warnings will be given to players whenever an active seismic charge is within danger close range of their ship. So ultimately, that leads me to believe that yes, you can ultimately hurt yourself with these charges. There is a risk value when it comes down to taking on asteroids and going deep core mining with seismic charges. So ultimately, we're going to have to wait and see if and how entertaining this is going to be. I'm excited. I'm excited for the mining, the exploration portion of it, because that's actually my biggest niches when it comes down to Elite Dangerous. Mining's just very calming and relaxing for me. It's a nice getaway from your time restraint missions. A lot of the times what I like to do is go out, mine for particular minerals for my home system. For example, our system likes to purchase a lot of ice minerals. So before I pick up any missions, I'll go out to a pristine ice ring, go do a whole bunch of mining in my Type 9 with 640 units, head back over to the station in my home system, and then pick up missions and turn them in with the appropriate mining materials. So there are many it's not so time restrained for me. I don't have to pressure myself into completing it within, X amount of hours. I can do it at my own leisure and collect a hefty bonus as well. I'm hoping that we see an increase, or at least a value difference between the 3 different types of mining. Also, I hope that this encourages winged mining missions and for people to go out as a group, because that'll just be a little bit more engaging. And on top of which, a training element too. A potential element of training new players on how to mine. This will be a great element for the Pilots Ascension Program if we decide to get into this. So, we'll have to see, guys. We'll have to see. But for the time being, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream there. It's been fun. It's been interesting so far. I gotta say, this has been the most entertaining experience mining that I've done so far. Sport, it's been fun. Glad to have you. Hopefully we get to see you for some more live streams, friend. And actually, anyone else out there that is watching the live stream or watching the live stream later down the road, feel free to subscribe, like the video if you're enjoying it. Leave us a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. Are you guys excited about mining? Are you guys excited about anything else as far as what Elite Dangerous, or at least as far as Frontier is rolling out in the Q4 update? Are you against the paid DLC, or are you wanting it? And are you wanting it to be free, or do you agree with me as far as the paid DLC? And Spork, I see that you are. I don't. At the current point in time, our home system is our tomb in Sanctuary. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and feel free to check it out. The Pilots Ascension Program. Unfortunately, I wish we were on more platforms. We were currently on the Xbox Live, or Xbox side of the game. We are hoping to expand to PC, but that might be a way down. I'm thinking maybe a year, but we'll see how it goes. I'm wanting to build our player base on the Xbox side of it. And actually, let me take this time to throw out a little bit of a advertisement for the Pilots Ascension Program. We are recruiting. So general premise, Pilots Ascension Program is founded to help out new players primarily, and get them to where they want to be in Elite Dangerous and doing the fun activities in Elite Dangerous. We help out everybody, not just new players too. We like to make an environment where everybody can come together, not only share knowledge to become better pilots, but ultimately to just have fun in Elite Dangerous. Everyone is welcome. We are friendly player faction. We like to get along with everybody as much as possible. We're an independent faction, and like I said, our main premise is to help out new players and to create an area environment that everyone can enjoy and have fun. We hold events very regularly. As a lot of you have noticed, we do CQC every Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. Everyone is welcome, not only to join us, but also to join in on the live streams. It's been a lot of fun, I gotta say, and the popularity has been growing, surprisingly enough. So, yeah, if anyone is interested in joining the Pilots Ascension Program, feel free to shoot us a message either via me, FuzzyViz69 on Xbox Live, or on the club, the Pilots Ascension Program. Feel free, we'd love to have you, meet you, and introduce you into the group. But yeah, like I said, guys, for the time being, we're gonna call it a night. You guys have all been swell. Thank you guys for all joining us today. Have a good night.
Snowy pastures. Summer dawns as the winter passes. Celebrations start as the cold air drains. We take a step onto celestial plains. snowy pastures. Summer dawns as the winter passes. Celebration start as the cold air drains. Take a step onto celestial plains.